Self-belief is often the only thing that stands between us and a goal, a really big goal that we're trying to achieve. Now, if you think about things in our lives that we want to do that we've never done before, really, the only thing that stops us is our perception of our ability to achieve it. So let's say you want to take on a new project. Let's say you want to enter a new career. You've never done that thing before. You've never experienced that way of being. And so in order for you to kind of step into that unknown territory, you really have to leave it up to yourself and belief in yourself that you can pull it off. Now, I've experienced this for myself and from an entrepreneurial perspective when it comes to taking on new projects, or even when I was doing professional speaking engagements. I've never spoken to audiences the size that I was embarking on, so I had to kind of just believe in myself that, hey, I'm going to be able to pull this off. Now, if I didn't create that self-belief, then I probably wouldn't have taken the project to begin with. And if I didn't take the project to begin with, then I probably just would have remained stuck where I was before. And so that critical tipping point, or that success element, that success factor, was that own belief that I created in myself that, yes, I'm going to be able to do this, and I'm prepared for any bumps in the road that might come along. Now, I know for new entrepreneurs, a lot of people that watch these videos are new entrepreneurs just figuring their way out, trying to navigate their path and get through their first year or 2 years. How do you know when you are capable of taking on a new project? How do you know when you're ready to start that new service or work with that new potential client? Well, you don't. All you know is that you have certain skills and abilities, and you have to kind of believe in yourself that no matter what comes up, if you claim that you're an expert at X, Y, Z, that you're going to be able to do it, and if you can't, you're going to have the wherewithal to find the answers to get that solution or to get through that project that you're working on. For me, when I enter into situations where I am embarking into uncharted waters and I don't really know what I'm getting myself into, I usually just take a couple seconds, go back in my mind and think about times when I did achieve other goals in the past where at the time I hadn't done those things before. And there were times where I took on a project, or I was trying to teach a course, for example, the one time, and I really shouldn't have been teaching that course, and I was getting hammered with questions. I couldn't answer them. I was really on the spot. It was pretty obvious that I was probably a little out of my league. I transformed it literally on the spot, and I went out and I found the answers. I worked overtime. I worked crazy hours. I was in this forcing function set of mind where I had to deliver, and as a result of doing that, yeah, it was a little painful to do that one training course, but the next time I taught it, I had an abundance of knowledge and experience to bank on, and my next time after that, and the time after that, and so on, I got better and better. But it was that first step. It was that willingness to kind of step into that zone of uncomfort, be willing to be a little bit vulnerable, and know that whatever comes up, you're going to be able to find the answers and find the solutions. But again, it comes down to self-belief. Unless you believe in yourself and your ability to get through that, you probably won't take that first step. So create self-belief in yourself, however you need to do this. Maybe start small. Take a really small first step. Do one little uncomfortable thing. Take on a small little project that you're kind of unsure about. See how you get through it. If you get stuck, if you stumble, do your best to get back on track, and then recount the steps in your mind. How did I pull myself out of this mess? And obviously I'm capable of doing this again. Scale it up, get bigger, set higher and bigger standards for yourself. Slowly but surely you're going to get there. And before you know it, you're going to be taking on projects that will make you achieve goals that will make your head spin. So keep the system going, keep this process going, and let me know what you think about this whole self-belief idea. I'd love to hear your stories about it.